Hello and welcome to the podcast. Name unknown at this point, but this is Daniel and this is my friend JJ.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
All right, so what we're going to talk about today is first, we need to salute a brave man who has passed away. So we need to say goodbye to Stephen Hawking.
Yep. R.I.P. in peace.
I'm drinking the gayest drink. Some fucking Seagrams. So anywho, that guy was the man.
Yeah.
He was a legend in astrophysics and a comedic gold mine.
Yeah, I gotta say he was pretty cool, man. And I saw on Twitter Neil deGrasse Tyson did a salute to him also, but
Yeah. So, guns.
guns. Yeah. Guns.
I don't know if you've been following the news lately.
America.
I don't know if you've been following the news lately, but another school shooting. Oopsies.
Yeah. You know, I saw today, though, actually, I read it somewhere that they've been talking all this big hoopla about arm the teachers, but apparently this teacher, the gun went off and accidentally shot a kid in class because they allowed this teacher to carry a gun.
It's such a bad idea because, I don't know if you've been in school at all, but, I don't know if you've been in school at all. If you fucking...
Maybe you stood up and walked out.
You unlearned piece of shit.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. There were a lot of teachers. I feel that there was like 3 or 4 good teachers, and the rest of them have a weird fucking...
Oh, man.
They have a weird fucking, like, God complex.
I grew up in one of these small towns, though, where, like... half of the teachers were athletic coaches too, and they had this thing where they would pick favorites. And
I know,
yeah.
Same thing. So the issue that I have with this is like, you'll have a teacher who has this weird God complex over like the students and thinks that they're the shit and they can do whatever they want, and you're just giving that kind of attitude a gun at that point. That's a terrible idea.
But see, my thing is like they want to arm all the teachers with guns, but they have all these veterans that are out here out of work with nothing to do who were trained to use guns. Like, you can find alternate ways to arm your school to protect children rather than giving teachers a gun. Like,
well, the other thing is, our school had a security guard, and he was armed.
I mean, that's one security guard to how many kids?
But he was armed, though, and not only that, he's a fat motherfucker, dude.
Well, I mean,
he's one of those guys who's like weighs 1,000,000 tons, but he can like sprint like a gazelle. He's like a football player.
Yeah, that's like me. I can do that. Yeah. But no, seriously though, I mean, but here's the thing: that's one security guard or one, whatever they call school liaison officer. But there's all these kids, and nowadays kids are getting the brilliant idea to just be testy and come up and be like, oh, I'm going to pull the trigger on his gun while it's in his belt. I mean, I guess the overall thing is raise your kids better. I mean, these kids these days have no respect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a few issues. I think one of them is, the people that they fucking screen to be teachers are fucking assholes, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if I was in that environment and I saw one kid being ostracized way too heavily, like this is going too far, like on a really weird level, I would say I would probably take the kid aside and say, hey, listen, man, are there any fucking problems, dude?
Yeah, no doubt. My thing is, like...
just feel they don't want to deal with it.
All these kids, and, I mean, I feel like it's a strong movement what's going on with people saying, like, the school shootings and the violence needs to stop. But, like, you're going to stand up and walk out of school to protest this when all you have to do is stand up and walk up to somebody else that's being ostracized or being fucking bullied and stand up for it, man. Because, I mean, if you really want to take a stand, getting up and walking out of your class isn't the way to do it.
The other issue, I don't know if you've ever seen this statistic, but gun violence is on the same numerical level as hammer violence.
Let's talk about heroin deaths. I mean, so many people are dying by guns, but you have, 500,000 people overdosing on heroin? Like, Come on, man.
Yeah,
There's
and
bigger
that's being fucking given to you by doctors. That's like back in the 50s.
Well, no, it's starting with the doctors. They're giving them pain pills and getting them addicted to opioids, and then all of a sudden you got to have something stronger.
Yeah, it's like it rings back to the fucking 1950s where doctors are like, cigarettes are good for you, chum.
Yeah,
Try cigarettes.
Oh man,
those fucking goofy ass posters with that guy like smiling his fucking cheeks off.
Yeah. Joe Camel and shit.
But yeah,
I got my cool points. Do you guys?
Oh, good job. You referenced the thing. Good job. Good job. No, but the other thing that I have an issue with is like most serial murderers and stuff like that, they get most of their kills in from fucking using their bare hands.
Absolutely, or knives, or people are getting hit with cars, like bombs. It's not just one way people are going to fucking die.
I just think that
there's one way I want to protect myself if one of those crazy motherfuckers come at me.
I know, but like, that's the thing. You can protect yourself with a gun because it's like an encapsulated thing.
Right.
However, you're not going to carry a Bowie knife everywhere you go, or you're not going to carry
Well, some people do.
Yeah, but
I'm not fucking Crocodile Dundee.
Not from Australia.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Yeah, no.
I'm not carrying a bomb on me either, because that's actually illegal.
Yeah.
But you can make them. The thing is...
Here's the thing. I'm not carrying a bomb on me because I don't just want to spontaneously blow the fuck up in public. Could you imagine walking through a Walmart and then all of a sudden it's like, ting, ting, oh, that's my bomb.
And somebody gets too close with a cigarette. Or you just fucking drop your cigarette in the wrong place.
That, and if you walk by somebody, your Geiger counter is going to be like...
But man, no, I don't think taking guns away would take away the ability for people to murder other people.
No, the people are just gonna die because that's
they're just gonna find
nature.
They're just gonna find other more effective ways of murdering people.
I mean, I don't know. In America, we have a lot of problems, to be honest.
Well, think of it this way.
The healthcare system is completely fucked.
I mean, look at this fucking tooth right here. That's a fucking canine, all right? Mm-hmm. That means we eat meat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somewhere biologically in our system is the ability to murder another animal.
Yeah.
In order to fucking
Some people
live.
are just wired like that.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. There's definitely a difference between a Stephen Hawking's and a Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, a vast difference.
Vast difference. That thing in a vagina, the vast difference.
Oh man. So, what do you think we do about this? The whole guns and school violence and.
I think teaching empathy would probably be one fucking solution.
Right.
Instead of teaching calculus, maybe you should teach kids how to do their fucking taxes. That would be another one.
Yeah, no shit, because I never used that. Geometry. I don't care about pi and the radius of a circle.
Are you making a rocket? No? Okay, then. What the fuck's calculus for, dummy?
Yeah, no, thank you. Well, I mean, just some people were attuned to that, though, I guess.
Well, I think Germany has a better system because I'm from Germany, and what they do is if you have a certain aptitude and you really want to go for it, you can go for that kind of schooling. That's the higher education.
Right.
But if you want to do something more physical, they have trade schools. So that you take
they did that. They're starting to implement that now. Like,
I think that's a better idea.
It's the vocational program where I grew up in Kentucky, like Breckinridge County. They had a separate little school at the high school that was just a vocational program where it taught you things like auto tech and welding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I'm never going to use calculus.
I never did calculus. Funny enough, I fucking passed high school without doing it. I looked at the...
How did you manage that?
Well, I looked at all of the... You only needed a certain amount of credits.
Right, yeah.
So you only need a certain amount of credits.
I got my GED. I didn't graduate high school, man.
Oh, yeah?
I dropped out because my mom got sick and I had to take care of her, and it was just a big ordeal. But, like, my thing is, I feel like I learned more on my own than I did at school. Like, I feel like public schools, at least where I grew up, most of my life failed me because they didn't teach me anything that applies to life. That I had to learn how to write a resume on my own.
Yeah.
Like, you'll file taxes, like you said. I mean, they don't teach you things that you need to know that correlates to real life, and it has kids stuck.
You probably use more fucking home ec shit than you would ever use any of the other fucking things you learn. Like, I still know how to fucking sew a button on a jacket.
I don't even know how to do that.
Shit.
Yeah. I guess if my shit breaks, I'm buttonless, bro.
Gotta pay a motherfucker to do that shit. Goddamn. Fucking high school is such a weird thing.
You know what's even worse? I was in Boy Scouts and I don't know how to sew a button.
You know what the other issue? You know what the other issue is that might be a reason why kids end up fucking shooting up people in high school?
Why?
Because to quit high school, to like drop out, you have to be a certain age, right?
Right.
So the issue is you're being sent to a place where everyone hates you and you hate going there, and you have to go there because it's mandated by the state.
Right.
So you're actually, and you have the social pressure of your parents saying you got to do good, and then you have the state saying, "Well, motherfucker, you have to go there, you piece of shit."
No shit.
So
because if you don't believe it, there's gonna be a truancy officer knocking on your door. Hi, why aren't you in school today? It's been 3 weeks.
And then they give your parents shit for it.
And then if you homeschool your kids, like, they don't have social interaction, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so there's got to be a way to balance the in-between, you know?
Kids have got to stop acting like little assholes. 14-year-olds thinking they're in gangs.
Or you communists, you got to get some of that fucking nationalism in there, trying to make them fucking patriots and shit.
No, I just feel like, I don't know, people are just wilding out for no reason whatsoever. Everybody's right. Everybody has their feelings hurt. Like, at the littlest thing.
I think the fucking smartphone added that stupid shit where everyone thinks they got the answers.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
I think, because I don't know about you, but I was actually born in the fucking 90s.
Oh, yeah. I was born in 1990.
I was born in 93, and back then, it's Clooney in the back. Jesus. But no, it's fucking... We were born in a time when a cell phone was a phone connected to a box that's $3,000.
And then the ones that were like giant bricks that like had the flip down part, the little antenna.
Let's put it this way. They were fucking phones. They weren't televisions.
When you got a Nokia, you were balling. And then, well, what about pagers, man?
Oh, dude.
That's a lost thing.
Yeah.
They disappeared from the face of the earth.
Hold on,
Big
man.
Bob's Beavers went out of business.
Hold on, man. I got a phone call coming. I have to go to the phone real quick. I'm getting paged. Oh, shit. They're calling me. They're calling me from fucking California. I'm going to have to dial collect.
And payphones are a lost thing, too.
Dude, I see remnants of those here and there in old gas stations.
I see a lot of, like, the things that they would stick up for them, like the plastic bit to shield you from the wind or whatever, and no payphone inside.
They still got them.
Man, come on.
They still got them here and there in Europe. So what it is you get, like, a T-Mobile card, and then you walk up to a T-Mobile booth, slot the card in, and then you can fucking use the phone.
I saw them a lot when I was driving trucks, man. And most of the truck stops, they had a big payphone booth. But then it got to the point where a lot of them were being taken out, too.
You talk a little louder, you piece of shit.
Talk a little louder?
Talk a little louder. It's not resonating. See these audio lines? That's me, and then this is you piece of shit.
Oh. My fault.
Yeah, you gotta project your voice, man, from the back here.
I got you.
That's why you're a drummer and I'm a singer, you piece of shit.
Exactly. You sing? Like Eddie Vedder or like Axl Rose, or how do you sing?
Oh, no.
You got that Freddie Mercury?
No, I got that
the Prince,
No, I got that fucking Huey Lewis going on, man.
Oh, yeah.
From the back of my throat. The pain. That whiskey. Speaking of whiskey, this episode is brought to you by Black Label by Johnny Walker. Put that fucking shit in the cap.
Good for your soul.
Yep. Nothing's better than pain. Pain is good.
Does anything hurt you? Only pain.
Was that from Red Sonja or was that from Destroyer?
I can't remember.
Fucking Arnold. What a guy.
Dude's a monster.
That guy is a monster. He's still, as for an old dude, he's still fucking jacked.
I saw something today that I was scrolling through Facebook, and there was a Hulk loofah. Like, it was Hulk's body, but a loofah on the bottom. And they were like, hey, look, it's loofah Regno. I was like, man, I laughed way too hard at this.
Jesus. Man. Oh, you know what I saw in the fucking store today?
What's that?
At fucking GameStop, I saw some Mortal Kombat figures, but they're shaped like the fucking, they're shaped like He-Man toys. They even got the rubber band legs.
Yeah. You remember Stretch Armstrong, bro?
No, I don't. That was before me.
I used to have one.
That was like right before me, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't have
They're
that.
pretty cool.
No, I had the fucking crash test dummies, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
those are cool, too.
Those are fucking dope as shit.
I used to have,
I had the van.
I've always been a big wrestling fan. And I used to have these big plush. They were like pillows, man, but they were wrestlers from WCW. Like I had
Did they have
Sting
the little?
and Hulk
Did they have the little fucking box in the middle that had the voice?
I used to have that. So I would be in my room, like I've always been a big dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be in my room picking these motherfucking wrestlers up like they wasn't shit, German suplexing them, and thinking I was Brock Lesnar, and my mom would come in there, quit jumping on the bed, stop, you're gonna break your damn neck. And I'm like, hey, I'm the world champion, can't talk to me like that, Mom.
Dude, I was a weird kid, man. I watched Jesus Christ Superstar when I was really young, and there's a scene in that movie where Judas hangs himself, and then my parents walk into my room, and they just see a whole bunch of fucking action figures strung up.
Damn, how old were you?
I was fucking like 8.
You know how to tie a noose at 8? I'm impressed.
Well, it's not hard, man. It's not hard. You just make a loop, put the neck around it.
Yeah, well, that works.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like an actual like noose.
No, like the break your neck noose.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no. These were fucking strangulation nooses, dude.
Oh boy. So they like David Carradine to death.
He died whacking off.
Autoerotic asphyxiation, ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's gotta be
terrible.
That's gotta be a bad thing to walk into. You just see
Lord.
you just walking in and whoa! You see a fucking blue motherfucker with his dick out.
Yeah. Is it still in his hand? I don't know. Tune in for next episode of Dragon Ball. No.
There's got to be a lot of instances where the family members make it look like a suicide. Like, and you have to think of it this way. That means they take the dick out of the rigor mortis hand.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Sloop it back into the fucking pants.
What the floop?
They floop it back into the pants.
Oh,
and then
oh no, buddy.
This got dark fast.
Yo, terrible. Wow. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen.
How is it that, like, you ever seen that shit where they're like, oh, well, if they don't break the neck, it could take hours for the man to strangle himself?
That's terrible.
Whenever people jerk themselves off, it takes them like 3 seconds to die, apparently. Is there an added thing in there that makes it happen faster?
See, I don't know. When we were training MMA, they told you not to panic. So I don't know. Maybe like slipping off a crate while you're jerking off, you're hella panicking, but you don't know whether to stop or keep. I don't know, man.
Oh, take a shot of this, you fuck. You dirty piece of shit. Oh my god.
This is gonna be the worst podcast ever, but you're gonna love it, people.
Yeah, man. Call it Macabre Cast. That's probably taken by some edgy fucking teenage dude with an AR. And it's always an AR-15.
I know. What is with that?
You can get an AK-47, which could do more damage for less money.
Not everybody can just get an AK-47.
Yeah, but it's less money though.
Well, yeah, if you buy it illegally, but then you have to worry about that.
Oh, dude, you can get a used AK for like $400. $400 tops. Used.
Wow.
I'm talking about.
But don't you have to be like licensed to have that gun?
No.
Why
you
not?
don't.
What the fuck? That's the problem.
You don't have to be. Dude, I have a fucking AK-47 with a drum magazine from China, dude. I can fire off fucking 75 rounds from that piece of shit. But you know what? I'm not gonna do it.
No. Why would you?
Exactly.
Unless shit fucking popped off and you need it.
Now, if I'm being attacked by the fucking communists or something like that, I don't know. The fucking. What are they? What are they called? The Antifa?
Yeah.
If I'm getting attacked by them, I ain't gonna fucking stand in that Starbucks. I'm gonna fucking shoot at somebody.
Right.
Fuck that noise.
If they don't see me coming, I'm gonna try to blindside tackle them.
that or blend into the crowd. You put on a gay
blend
thing.
into the crowd. They're blending up the crowd with a bunch of bullets.
No, dude. No. Dude.
Oh no, the anti-yeah, those are the people that are going around pepper spraying people.
No. What you do is you have to carry a little spray bottle of fucking hairspray, and you just paint that shit pink, and then you go, yeah, man. And then you just blend into the crowd as you slowly walk backwards.
Fascists are the problem. We are the solution.
You know, it's funny. Winston Churchill said the next fascists will call themselves anti-fascists. He was not wrong. And
he was a smart man. So.
He was a smart motherfucker, dude.
It's just all topsy-turvy in the world today, man. It's weird.
Yep. Fuck, man.
It's like everybody has to be offended by something. I don't know what it is. Like, if you're white, you hate black people or Asians, and I don't get racism either, man.
You know what the weirdest thing is about the fucking Asian?
Some of my closest friends are black people. I mean...
I know. But, like, you know what the weirdest thing about the Asian thing is? I feel like if you make a racial slur, like an Asian one, people are less offended by that than if it's like
that's messed up.
Yeah, no. It's weird, right? If there's certain groups who tend to get offended more, typically, those racial slurs hurt more.
Yeah.
But when it's like Asians, they don't give a shit because they're fucking working, man.
Actually, well, I heard something about LeBron James' manager. There was a player in the NBA who mocked his manager because he was Asian. But, he was talking in, the stereotypical Asian voice and doing all that. And there was a big hubbub about it, talking about whether it was racist or not. And I had that conversation with a few of my friends. Like, how are you going to say that, that's, most of the time people are okay with that. Like, everybody was saying, no, that's not racist. He was just doing it in a joking manner. Or, comedians. Comedians all the time, man, make jokes about other races. I've heard multiple comedians, whether they were black, white, Asian, fluffy, it's always the imitation of the white guy or the imitation of this race, and it's in a joking manner, and people laugh at it, and it's okay and everything. But, isn't that racist?
Well, the issue is, though, and many people don't like to admit it, though, stereotypes... 100% sometimes fucking accurate.
Oh well, yeah.
Most of the time, dude.
But I mean, at this point, that's the point I'm trying to make. At this point in America, it makes me think oh damn, am I a racist? Because I find this funny.
No. I think that people who end up getting offended the most are people who are not even affected by the fucking problem.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Somebody says a fucking black joke, and you notice that it's always these fucking white women on CNN that have an issue with it. I'm like,
right.
You do realize that, in this world that we live in, America has 300 million people. I guarantee you people fall into fucking stereotypes. There's enough people on this motherfucker, and we all live in groups.
Yeah.
We live in groups. These groups act a certain way.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an issue with it.
Genetically and biologically, yeah.
I don't think there's an issue with the way that people act in these groups. I think there's an issue when you look down upon them for being that.
Or have hatred towards them. In my opinion, I don't care if you're, white, black. And another thing that bothers me is when, a South American person or a Hispanic person, you know what I'm saying? Or just generalized as Mexicans. Oh, well, it's a Mexican.
Yeah. There's a lot of different cultures there, Captain.
But, yeah, no, it doesn't matter to me where you're from, man. If you are here in America and you're a citizen here and, you contribute to the cause of America rather than filling your pockets and being greedy and killing people, man, you're an American. I don't look at you as where you're from or, where you grew up or any of that stuff, man. If you're cool to me, I'm cool to you. Simple as that.
Fucking Pablo over here is from Ecuador, and he can make a badass fucking road, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Shit. But you know what? I think the biggest thing with the whole race thing is, I don't care what race you are, what ethnicity you are, where you come from as a background.
Right.
Just don't be a fucking prick.
Yeah.
It's the moment. It's the moment that somebody's a prick, and then they're a fucking. That's when.
And
you
I
start,
fully believe too. Like when you look at convicts and stuff like that, like you hear all the time, felons have problems getting jobs, but like you have to look at the facts of there are a lot of felons out there, or people who got caught up in stuff that like. Maybe one time you got caught with a bunch of drugs and you changed your life and turned it around. Like you shouldn't keep pressing them down in the system, man. But there are shitty people, and it's hard to decipher between good and evil. But like, some people make mistakes, but some people are just, I don't even know. I don't know the word for it.
Do you think there could be somebody who is absolutely evil? Or do you think because the way that I think about it is because in 100%. Somebody's mind, what I mean is in somebody's mind, somebody might be acting evil, but in their mind they might be thinking that what they're doing is right. Because let's say the very obvious one, like Hitler.
Yeah.
Hitler was a fucking monster. However, in his brain, he said, "I am doing this for the right reasons." Do you think there's somebody out there who could be like, I am doing everything for the wrong reasons, and I know I'm being an asshole?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely, because you see people like that every day. There are people who go out of their way just to be dicks to people. I mean, people trolling on the internet, they're not just doing that. They're doing it for fun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's people out there whose pure sole intention is to do bad and know they're doing it.
Well, there's a kick from it, right?
Well, yeah, I'd assume. I mean, there are people, serial killers in history that got a sexual kick from it, Like, everybody has their reasons, but at the end of the day, they're still fucking god-awful.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
See any good movies lately?
Yeah, Serial Killer 3.
I'm looking at a fucking list of shit we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just movie on there.
But how did we go from toys to fucking...
Toys to Adolf Hitler to the drug issue.
No, that was long ago.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any good movies lately.
You haven't?
No. That fucking Han Solo movie looks like it's going to be a piece of shit.
No.
Dude, it looks like it's gonna suck.
Bad.
It looks like it's gonna suck.
Yeah. I actually really liked the last Star Wars movie, though.
Which one?
The Last Jedi, is that it?
The Last Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have an issue with it. I think it dragged. It definitely felt its length.
Yeah, the coolest fucking part, though, was when Luke Skywalker showed up and all those AT-AT walkers were coming up.
Oh, yeah.
He was just like, brush your shoulder off like Jay-Z.
I think the best part of that movie was when they're in that fucking that room that is just red and they're just fighting the guards.
Yeah.
That's the best part of that movie.
Visually,
yeah. That's like because it's a wide angle, you see everything happening.
Yeah.
I found out at no point during that movie does a lightsaber hit another lightsaber. Think about it. Do you remember? Do you recall a moment?
Yeah, that's true.
No lightsaber.
Wait. What about when Kylo Ren and
he dodges it like the Matrix?
Oh,
at no point does he. No, at no point in that movie does a lightsaber hit another fucking lightsaber.
No. I'm not talking about Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker. I'm talking about Kylo Ren and Rey.
No, because it explodes. Because they chuck it in the air and it explodes.
Oh. Man.
Yeah. Right. The only issue that I have with that movie is in Rogue One, they established that like they have the ships going into like light speed. And then, like, the giant Star Destroyers come in and smash against the fucking ship, right?
Yeah.
But then, in this movie, for some reason or another, when that ship goes light speed into a thing, then all of a sudden everything explodes. Is it because it's a bigger ship, or... I don't know what the fucking science behind it is.
Yeah, me either. It's that George Lucas science.
Made-up shit. Because, you did see that in that movie. They just smashed against the fucking Star Destroyers like they were nothing. But the moment that a bigger ship does it, that's when it's fucking jihad and shit.
See, what they did was install that bumper car app.
Fucking stupid. Shut up. Jesus Christ.
Yo. I don't know. Let's see. Any movies lately? What about movies that you want to see?
I don't want to see that Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
Dude, like, the only reason why I would want to see the Han Solo movie is if fucking Boba Fett was in it.
Well, naturally. But he'll probably be in it towards the fucking end.
All right, so
you know what I'm saying?
I had an idea.
What?
I had
And then
an
they'll
idea.
make a Boba Fett movie.
No, no, that's on the list.
Yeah.
Dude, I had an idea. So the fucking, Benicio del Toro, right?
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's an awesome fucking actor. He's the shit,
He's
right?
awesome.
He does not give a fuck.
None.
Okay, so in Star Wars, he's got a lisp. He's like, I gotta get out of here. What if he's fucking Boba Fett, man? And he got out of the Sarlacc pit. And he got a fucking stammer from getting out of.
I didn't fucking think about
What
that,
if he got a
man.
stammer? Because he looks like the guy.
He does.
He looks
like a fucking Mandalorian.
He looks
and
like
I thought
a
the
Mandalorian.
guy. What is the man? I can't think of the movie. The one with it had the dude that was basically a monk.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Oh.
Do you remember?
Fuck. Yeah, that's the Rogue One.
Yeah. That guy, the guy that was with them, the big dude, like, I thought he was a fucking Mandalorian, to be real with you, but it turns out, nah.
Because they had the Mandalorian fucking logo at Maz's Cantina in the first one.
Uh-huh.
And then, Benicio, because I have this idea, right? I want to pitch this to Hollywood. And now I finally I have a platform now. So, next movie, fucking Benicio del Toro is sitting over his fucking Empire cash that he just got from selling out his pals. And he pops open a trunk, and you find out that it's not fucking cash. He pulls out this fucking silver fucking helmet.
Oh, man.
And it's the Boba Fett helmet, dude.
I would mark out, yo.
Dude,
yeah.
it would make the
be
last
good.
dude.
That would be good.
He just pops the fucking helmet out, he brushes it off, and he's like, it's time to get to work.
Yes, man.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
Dude, that would be the fucking
That's
shit,
awesome.
dude.
That's awesome.
And then it shows a fucking flashback to him getting out of the fucking hole, dude. It shows him fucking...
That would be awesome.
It shows him fixing his jetpack in the fucking intestines and then jetpacking out of the fucking hole.
And you know what the best thing is? It's just a fucking stutter, because he could talk normal and make a Boba Fett movie before.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Dude, Disney, if you're listening, if you got past the fucking stupid racism shit from beginning, if you got through that shit and through the fact that we drank to Stephen Hawking's death, don't take that out of context.
Yeah. What he's trying to say is, screw that, we should have been talking to Disney.
We should have been talking to Disney about this the entire time. Make that fucking magic happen.
That would be great.
That would be fucking up. Because, dude, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, man, or fucking Usual Suspects. That dude's the shit, man.
Yeah.
If there's one actor alive who I could say, yeah, that's Boba Fett. That's the man right there.
Not only actor, he's a director too, right?
No, that's Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, okay.
No relations.
Yeah. Uncle Ruckus, no relation.
Oh Lord. So Disney, if you would like to listen to two drunk assholes, or
we're awesome.
You know that one guy who directed and wrote that movie. If you're listening, please make Benicio del Toro the fucking Boba Fett.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That'd be the fuck.
I second that. That'd be great.
That stupid little antenna on the side of his helmet.
Speaking of movies, man, I don't know about you, but like I grew up being a big fan of the Friday movies. Like, do you like those movies?
Dude, so my friend Ed and I, who I play the fucking video games with.
Yeah.
Dude, we on a fucking.
I know Ed. Shout out Ed.
He'd come over. We'd put on Fallout, and then we'd watch fucking Friday. We'd watch all of them in a row.
I love all of them, and that's what I was gonna say though. If Ice Cube and Chris Tucker and Mike Epps don't do a Friday movie all together with Craig, Smokey, and Day Day in my lifetime, I'm gonna be really upset.
They made another barbershop movie.
And they've been talking about it a lot.
They made another barbershop movie. I don't see why they can't do another Friday.
Exactly. And I mean, I don't see what the problem is, because I mean, Chris Tucker's doing stand-up now, but you don't think a Friday movie would pay?
Dude, it's been long enough.
Call it Last Friday, like they've been talking about. That shit would be good.
That's that nostalgia thing, man. They'll pull it out of their ass right when they need money. That's when they're gonna pull it out of their ass, man. That's all that nostalgia shit. They're like, fuck, we need money. Yeah. Who can we get?
But see, I don't want it to be about that. I want it to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want them to make it like the old ones, bro, and it be good instead of a money grab piece of shit.
Well, if Ice Cube writes it, I'm pretty sure that it's still
Ice Cube's the fucking man. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's still gonna maintain that fucking shit. I mean, I saw him on 21 Jump Street.
22 Jump Street was good too.
Yeah,
yeah, those movies were awesome.
Believe in Korean Jesus, damn it.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yep. That movie was great. A lot of people compared me to Jonah Hill. Real talk. A lot of people in my life, especially Jonah Hill in Superbad. That's what I've got my whole life.
He's a weird actor because he'll be in like the shittiest fucking pot stoner movie, and then all of a sudden he'll pull a fucking like
War Dogs.
He'll pull a fucking War Dogs out of nowhere,
or Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yo, that movie was good.
He'll put that shit out of his ass, and he'll be like, "Yeah, fuck my sister. What the fuck?" He'll be like, "Whoa, what?"
Yeah, but the way he was in Superbad was that everybody was like, "Yeah, you remind me of him." And I'm like,
I can see it. That are like in what's it called? Fucking like he'll just make a cameo appearance in some shit in fucking Django. He'll be like, "Really?"
Oh yeah. Dude, when I watched that movie the first time and he put off that hood, I was like, what?
Jonah Hill? What the fuck are you doing here? And the one mustache guy who's like in every movie but you don't know his name.
Yeah.
The fucking bald guy. Yeah, you're like, fuck. I couldn't believe they got Don Johnson to play a racist motherfucker in that.
Yo, I tell you what though, and I swear to this, Leonardo DiCaprio should have won an award for that movie. Him and Jamie Foxx both.
He should have won an award for that one, but he should not have won an award for Revenant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Revenant, he should. But you know what? If they would have given him an award for that movie, they would have said he was glorifying racism. But I don't see that at all. He was just
a character.
Yo, dude, he played it good as fuck.
He's playing a bad guy.
Hell yeah.
People have won Oscars before, and they played bad guys.
Exactly.
Can't think of any off the top of my head, but dude, he could have won Best Supporting, dude. I'm not gonna lie, he could have won. Half the cast in that could have won Best Supporting.
Yeah, what was the German guy?
He did win. I think he won Best.
Oh man, he was awesome.
He won it in that, and he won it in Inglourious Bastards too.
He was in Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah, he played the Nazi.
That's the same guy?
That's the same guy.
What? Yo, he deserves an award. You got me fooled, bro. You're a master of disguise in real life.
He played a fucking bad guy in that movie and then played a good guy in the next one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, he's the shit. Christoph Waltz is the shit. The issue is they keep hiring him without good material.
Yeah.
So they leave it up to him. He's just an actor.
Because I think I heard something about somebody didn't want him to play something. I can't remember what.
Because he's just an actor, right? He's not a writer. And Quentin Tarantino is a fucking writer, right? So
he's a good writer.
Yeah, he's a good writer, and he can make anybody look good.
Yeah.
The issue is they think, oh, Christoph Waltz played a really good bad guy. He won an Oscar for it. Let's just have him be a bad guy, and they don't give him a script.
That's what it was. He played a fucking Bond villain, and everybody was like, yeah.
He played Spectre, the fucking number one bald man.
I heard that was absolute shit.
It's bad,
and that makes me so sad because I was always a fucking Bond fan, man. Who's your favorite James Bond?
Timothy Dalton.
Pierce Brosnan's mine.
Pierce Brosnan?
Absolutely. GoldenEye is one of my favorite movies ever.
Dude, I like License to Kill, dude.
Also really like watching Goldfinger, too. What is it with gold? I like gold!
I like gold, Mr. Bond.
But no, Goldfinger was awesome because I lived around Fort Knox for a lot of my life, and like I had seen Fort Knox before, but it was like taken back to a different era for me because they really filmed that there. Mm-hmm. But, yeah,
they didn't do the vault shit in there.
No, absolutely not. No, hell no.
Did you know they thought about it? They did like schematics.
Yeah.
They came up with an idea, and apparently they were close enough to actually get investigated by the fucking federal government.
Oh,
they're like,
fuck.
How the fuck did you know? They came up to them and like, how the fuck did you know that this is how it's set up? And they're like,
yo,
dude, we went with the logical approach. We were just like, it's gold. You got to move it. You probably use fucking forklifts.
Absolutely, yeah.
You probably use forklifts. You probably use forklifts. There's probably ramps and shit.
But no, look, it's no joke, man, because Fort Knox sits between Radcliffe and Elizabethtown. And it's this big road called Dixie Highway that goes all the way to Louisville. So this gold vault, you can see it from the road as you're passing by because it's near Patton Museum, which is awesome. If you ever get a chance, go there. Dude, they had a piece of the Berlin Wall in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's sitting right off the road. And I had a buddy that was telling us one night that he was drunk, stopped the car, got out to take a leak because he was drunk. Like, riding with somebody, was like, no, you need to pull over, let me take a leak. And they stopped out front near the gold vault, not even thinking about it.
Jesus.
And he got out of the car to take a leak, and the next thing you know, they were like, you need to move.
Click, click.
Yeah. Talking about lasers and fucking about to be death.
Dude, that movie's fucking weird, too.
Imminent death.
That movie's weird.
Which one? Goldfinger?
Goldfinger, dude.
Yeah.
They paint a woman to death.
Yeah, but that Mythbusters proved that wasn't true. Mythbusters? Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
Oh, man, I'm turning into Mike Tyson.
Mythbusters.
I broke my back. Spinal.
Mr. Tyson, so did you, like, slip a disc? Could it possibly be, like, some kind of back issue?
Spinal.
Oh, fucking Mike.
No, my favorite was when he brought the commercial where he brought the ear back to Evander Holyfield. He's like, I'm sorry, Evander.
And he's like, dude, thanks.
Mike Tyson's awesome, dude. I believe, look, and like I said, I grew up around Louisville, and I know this is kind of blasphemous, but a lot of people believe Muhammad Ali was the best boxer ever. In my opinion, and even in Ali's opinion, Mike Tyson would have knocked him out. He said it himself in an interview sitting beside Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was a monster.
Mike Tyson in his prime is a fucking
monster.
Monster, dude. And he's only like 18.
Out of nowhere.
18,
didn't
19, 20.
Didn't matter if it was his right hand or his left hand. Out of nowhere, he was going to sleep, bro.
Light, fucking young guy. Super young.
Oh, yeah. And his head movement, dude, best I've ever seen in my life.
You know who's a surprisingly good boxer? Like, technically? Fucking Butterbean.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Butterbean's one of my favorite boxers, too.
It's weird
and
because...
he hits hard, bro.
No. People keep saying how hard he hits, but if you actually watch the footage, he has a weird way of, like, wrapping his fist around your arms. He can get that shit behind your arms, and then you just get clocked.
Yep. And knock you out.
It just...
You ever see when he knocked Steve-O on Jackass, bro? He busted his head open, man.
No. It wasn't Steve-O. It was
it was Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah.
He hit him, and Johnny Knoxville later on said, "I'm just really glad that
I'm so disappointed I didn't know Johnny Knoxville. Like, he's my favorite one out of all of them."
No, but he's just like, man, I'm just really lucky that I didn't hit any of those glass cases on the fucking corner of him because, dude, I could have gotten killed, dude.
Glass cases.
Yeah. The sharp edge of that fucking glass case with, like, the steel on it.
Absolutely.
He could have fucking died right there.
No, but Butterbean really is good. And, you know, another person that was really good was Kimbo Slice. And towards the end of his career, you could tell he was kind of fading. But I've watched videos of Kimbo Slice back in the backyards. Dude, he would be knocking people's eyeballs out of their socket. Real talk. Like, yo, that man didn't play.
That's some shit, dude.
Oh, he died too, though.
Yeah.
That's in peace, Kimbo Slice.
There's only, you know, if you're a career fighter, there's only like 3 ways out. You get.
And you know what's sad though? His last fight, like, it was against Dada 5000, which, I mean, I'm a big fight person, man. That MMA and boxing and fighting is like the NFL and NBA to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like football and basketball, but the way most people follow their one sport minus, you know, combat sports, I just like it. But his last fight was against Dada 5000, and they looked, I don't know, Kimbo looked off in that fight to me. Like, he was real slow. They fought like 2 sluggish grizzly bears, couldn't fucking do shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I watched that, I was like, something's wrong. And then, lo and behold, a short time after that, he had a heart attack. And I was like, yeah.
One of my... I did martial arts for a very long time, and I also did 2 years of boxing.
Hell yeah!
And unlike most trainers where they kind of teach you that rope and dope and take a punch and shit, our trainer was actually pretty smart.
Get out of the way.
No, because he's like, listen, number one, ladies don't like toothless men.
Right, absolutely.
Secondly, you know, you have a brain. and you get hit too many times in that motherfucker, and it's gonna turn to mush. There's a lot of people, that's the butts and the bees and action figures, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? So, we learned in that gym to always, no matter what, keep your fucking arms up and keep them in front of your face. You don't want them too close.
Get the fuck out of the way.
You don't want... Because, surprisingly enough, that boxer stance, having your arms up, is like one of the best defensive positions ever. You have your fucking eye line...
close?
No, you just have your eye line.
Up?
Yeah. And even if you're doing like mixed martial arts, all you need to do is raise your knee up and like connect your elbow to your knee.
Checking a kick. Yeah.
Dude, some people are fucking devastating with that. They catch the foot in between the elbow and their knee, and they just break the fucking foot right in the heel, dude.
That happened to Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Anderson Silva's leg turned to like rubber in the middle of the fight. But checking a kick, dude.
That's a way to.
That's a fucked up thing. Most people don't know to check a kick, and I'm a kickboxer, man. So if I square up on somebody, I'll kick you in the fucking legs till you can't walk if you're not gonna check it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crane shit, dude. You have the front leg be really light. That way, when somebody
they bounce a lot on their front leg.
Yeah, and so that when people kick them in the leg, they can fucking absorb it instead of taking it.
Yeah, because when you're planted, it fucking sucks.
Yes, it sucks.
I took a kick like that when I was training, man. It tore my meniscus.
Yeah, because if they're kicking you, they're typically going to kick your front leg because the back leg.
Lead leg.
Yeah, the back leg is out of reach of the kick, like angular wise.
Yeah.
So
unless you're standing like an idiot, all
you have that.
up,
you have that cat stance where the fucking you're on the ball of your foot. That's typically the best stance you want to have if you're expecting a kick.
Yep. Well, that's the best stance to have when you're fighting anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you're fucking dog-ass tired, planted, throwing fucking haymakers, trying to knock somebody out. You want to be fucking moving. And
UFC has some sloppy fucking punches. Dude, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but they've got some good fucking fighters too. But they're trying to weed out the bullshit.
They got the thing is it's grappling. A lot of it's grappling.
Because you got some of the highest level grapplers in the world in this sport.
But if you don't play their fucking game. If you don't play that fucking grappling game, I've seen a fight where somebody wanted to play the grappling game and somebody else didn't, and that guy got the guy who wanted to play the grappling game got the shit kicked out of him because he just kept getting punched. Yeah. He just kept getting punched the shit out.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people can use this high level fucking wrestling skill to negate being taken down and keep the fight standing, but like. I don't know. I enjoy watching people on the ground too. Like I'll watch jiu-jitsu matches and stuff like that just because I like to watch them grapple, man. It's all interesting to me because when you're on the ground grappling with somebody, it's like chess. Real talk.
Yeah.
It's
even when you're fighting somebody in the ring,
it's not as fucking easy as it looks.
even if you're dancing in the ring, that's a game of chess.
Absolutely.
Because the space in the ring that you're using is a game in and of itself.
You know what I saw? I saw a training video, dude, where they had how most people flip the tractor tires, right?
Yeah.
Well, they had I'd say about 20-inch one, 25 maybe, in the middle of a ring, and both people had to keep their lead leg in that boxing tire, and not step out of it, and they were working up in close. Like, that shit was cool, man. Yeah. Anyway.
Tractor tires. Fucking... Yeah. Could you imagine, like, the shit from Rocky... Like punching meat that's frozen.
Dude, I want to do it.
Dude, no.
That would be awesome.
Don't even, man.
Why?
Don't even. I've done it.
I'm not going to do it bare-fisted. I'm going to, like, wrap my hands and glove up and fucking...
Even then, dude, it's like punching...
What's the difference in punching somebody in the body, though?
No, dude, it's frozen, though. It's like
I wouldn't punch frozen meat. That's
dude. He's punching frozen meat, man.
Fuck that.
He's punching... That's the idea.
I thought it was just in a meat cooler, not frozen.
No, dude, it's fucking frozen in that movie.
Fuck that.
He's punching frozen meat. He's got fucked up hands, man.
Yeah, probably for punching frozen meat.
Dude, have you ever noticed that movie's way darker than people remember it?
Yeah.
Like, he's a fucking...
All of them are good, though.
Yeah, but in that movie, though, he's a fucking, he's a fucking loan shark, dude. Like, that one guy who's, like, the mafiosi guy. He's like, listen, man, here's some money. You get your friend a nice thing. And then, he's a fucking loan shark in that movie. He's like, listen, man, I didn't want to break the guy's thumb because then he wouldn't be able to work anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he's a fucking loan shark. He's a mafia guy.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah. throughout the movie, there's a fucking mafia theme to it.
I might have missed that.
It's secretly throughout the whole fucking movie. There's some mafia shit connected to it, man.
Huh. Even in the later movies? Because the later ones was just about him
It's
being
in the
old,
second one,
fucking...
too. He talks to the mafia guy. He's like, hey, you want to invest in condominiums? I don't wear them. Yes. It's a funny joke, but deep inside it's fucking dark because the dude's a fucking mafia guy.
Huh. Never thought about that. That's crazy.
And then the third movie just throws that out of the fucking window because that's when Mr. T gets involved.
Yeah, that was a good one, though.
Yeah. Hey, woman! Hey, woman! Why don't you get with a real man?
Mr. T's awesome, though.
Yeah, he's the shit.
I really liked the A-Team remake when Rampage Jackson played B.A. Baracus.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. They fucking... They parachute a tank.
Yeah. And he's afraid of flying.
Dude, they parachute a tank. That's all you need to say.
Absolutely.
Did you know that you can actually do a loop with a helicopter? And it's extremely hard.
Really?
Yeah, because
I always felt like that's impossible.
No, it's possible. You can do a loop with a helicopter. The issue is when you throttle up to do that arch, the thing is it's a helicopter and it's sucking air downwards. So when you do that over arch, the moment you hit the top and you're upside down, you have to cut the throttle down because you'd be sucking towards the ground.
Right.
So you have to cut it down, and then as you're falling, you have to ramp it back up again.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be like in the movies with them upside down and the blade spinning, like they would stop.
No, they wouldn't stop. It's just they would throttle down. They would need They would need to be high up in the air to do it. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you just slam into the ground.
Absolutely, nosedive.
Yeah. Because my dad is a helicopter mechanic for
that's cool.
Fucking 20 years. He's still doing it today. What am I talking about?
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I never thought it would be possible.
I was like, Dad, is this fucking possible? And he's like, yeah, you can do it.
I really like Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I would play that shit, and I hate playing by myself because the fucking NPCs that are your team are completely retarded. So I like playing with real people, but I have this problem where I'll fly my helicopter up and try to parachute into something to be all fucking Silent Snake, covert ops, badass motherfucker. But I'll go to jump out of my helicopter, and I have this problem with just hovering to do it. So as soon as I jump out, it's like, whoop, and goes down and chops my fucking head into pieces. I'm like, maybe I should do this while I'm moving.
My friend Matt, he and I played we played Metal Gear Solid 5, which was the open world one.
Yeah.
And he's trying to do the stealth thing. He's got like the suppressed non-lethal guns and stuff. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh, what is this? A fucking helicopter flare? I don't need that." And I'm like, "Hold up. The helicopter flare. Do you realize that this Snake, Big Boss, has an attack helicopter, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, and it's a flare to call an attack helicopter, Matt."
What are you doing with your life?
You're not seeming to grasp the situation here. And I'm like, you do realize that and at that point, whenever I played, missions would go by super quick because I would just pop the flare, call in the helicopter, and then they would mow shit down. And while they're mowing shit down, I'd be sneaking around the base doing the mission. They'd be like, "Oh, fuck, a helicopter."
See, there was this one mission that I kept trying to do on Wildlands. It was this big open quarry, and they had silos with snipers on it and shit. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to get in here? So I tried like picking off the snipers and stuff, and there were security cameras and or alarms that you have to shoot to take out. And I was like, dude, this sniper rifle is just not cutting it. How can I do this? So literally, I knew the building that the guy was in because I made it that far before I got killed. I took a helicopter up and just jumped out and like in the middle of the night parachuted to that exact building, like the door of it, walked in there and was like, "Surprise, motherfucker!" and then snuck out. But that shit was wild. Have you ever played that game?
No.
Ghost Recon Wildlands? It's awesome, bro.
I'm ready for that new fucking Far Cry game.
Me too.
Now.
It's like The 27th.
It's gonna be in fucking It's gonna be in bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah, in America though.
In America.
Yeah. Apparently, you can train bears and shit.
Like, we're gonna have them AR-15s. My AR-15 rifle.
You douchebag.
You fucking ass. No, that's more New Yorker. I'm talking about like.
Where's it at? Where's it set?
It's supposed to be like Midwest, so like middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh god, that's where I just moved from.
somewhere where this could actually happen. You know, the Midwest where no one is.
Oh man, I would feel like it would.
You know, where Monsanto builds their fucking silos and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because Monsanto, like, they even own there's a certain wing of the St. Louis Zoo that's, like, named after Monsanto.
That's nuts, dude. It's crazy that a company that nobody seems to give a fuck about is controlling half of the food that we eat.
Yeah.
And they could just be fucking around.
Yeah.
They could just be fucking around. They could be like, I wonder what this will do to people, and then just drop it in.
I heard this fucked up thing once, man. And I don't know if it was out of context or not, but it was a clip of Bill Gates at, like, the TED Talk, right? And he was giving a speech, and he was saying that he believed in immunization because of population control. So it made me think, like, okay, you just said you believe in immunization because of population control. Are you injecting something into us that's like Russian roulette? Like, you get a flu shot, you get a flu shot, you get polio. Like, what?
I do believe that the vaccination is a really good idea.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But, like, the way he put it, how does it have to correlate to population control?
Wouldn't it increase the population considering people aren't dying?
Yeah, but that's not population control.
Control, quote unquote, would, like, that's like, we must kill the Jews.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of dark shit. We must control the population.
And I've always heard that Bill Gates is the type of person, like, if you're poor, fuck you, I have money, you know, so, like...
You know what the most fucked up thing about the Holocaust is? You know what the most fucked up thing is? The orders to the SS was the Jew problem. We need to get rid of them. That's it. That's the order, word for word. The Jew problem, we need to get rid of them. Now, they could have interpreted this in many different ways. But the way that they decided to interpret this
was a fucking Metallica album, Kill 'Em All.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
Fucked up, bro.
I know, right? It's like that was basically the order that they were given. We need to solve this Jew problem. Just get them out of here. Get rid of them.
So what would have happened if he would have just decided to stay a painter and not fuck everything up?
Oh, you mean Hitler?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't even Hitler's decision. That was some SS guy.
Really?
Yeah, that was some SS... The final solution was some SS guy who got fucking assassinated like 3 weeks after he did it.
It's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah.
I thought it was Hitler that hated the Jews.
Well, yeah, he hated them, but it was
like, how more can you interpret the Jew problem? Like,
no. The Jew... They put them in ghettos and they were like, oh, we need to get them out of here. And that was interpreted, we need to get them off this planet, period. That's how that was interpreted.
It's fucked up.
I know.
They could have just, like, put them on a Greyhound bus and sent them on their merry little way. But no.
The other issue was nobody else wanted them imported. Because everyone else was anti-Semitic. It just so happened that the Nazis were super anti-Semitic.
What's the problem with Jews?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I still hear that to this day. Like,
I don't know.
Talk about
and
Jews.
you know, they're such a social minority. You barely meet. I've never even spoken.
Oh, I have.
Not really. I haven't.
I have.
It's rare.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that they're a social minority.
Yeah.
And it's just like everyone's like, oh, it's such a big issue. And there's no one.
Not really.
That it's such an oddity to even meet one. It's like meeting a fucking, what are they called? It's like meeting a fucking Amish person.
I've met those too because they're like really prevalent wherever I used to live.
Oh yeah.
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 It was funny because the other day, like
Seen traffic
that
getting...
same area got hit by a really bad snowstorm, and a friend of mine was like, posted on Facebook. They were like, "Who else is without electricity right now?" I was like, "The Amish people."
Well, that's a default.
Yeah, but no, yeah, but there, yeah, you could just see them going down the road, holding up traffic. There was an Amish bakery there, man, and they made really good food. You know, they like jalapeno cheddar bread.
You know what the weird thing I find about the Amish is, though? They decided to lock themselves off technologically based off of this one time period, right? So, at some point, they have to say, "Man, you know, Farmer Johansson, I invented this tool." Do you think they would progress slowly in their own community towards what we're doing, but at a slower pace?
That's a good question.
Or do you think they'd be like, "No, your tool is shit," and then snap it in half?
Probably that, because they're really against that sort of thing.
But if it comes from one of them, though, if they were like, "Look at this tool I've invented. It's a fucking plow that you can put on a buggy, like a fucking wagon."
I'm sure they already have.
I know, but it's like a better one. What I'm saying is, do you think technology would advance in their society, but slowly, like it did throughout time?
That's a good question. Or are they like?
Are they hard dedicated to the fucking 1800s?
Who knows? I mean, they'd be the shit at reenactments. That's for sure.
No cameras, please.
Damn, we got a chicken. How are we gonna cook it? I got you. I don't know, man. It's just strange. People are strange, man.
Yep.
If you take just a random select group of people and look at them, they're all going to be completely different. Well, not all the time, but...
Well, this is what we did in film school was we gave somebody a project. Make a film noir where the hero dies at the end. That's the only...
That's awesome.
I'd do it. That's the only criteria you're given.
Yeah.
And 5 different directors came up with 5 completely different movies.
Right.
Some of them were good, some of them were bad, but they were different.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the difference in creativity when thinking about something, you know?
I guess it all boils down to everyone has a different ending to their story.
Mm-hmm. Or like that evil thing I talked about earlier. Everybody thinks they're the hero of their own story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being an asshole for good. It needs to be done. That's why.
Yeah, but there's people being assholes just to be assholes.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what you call them? Crazy. Yeah. They have to be psychologically damaged.
Put them in a ward. Lock them away.
Why don't princes fight the war? Why do they always send the poor?
Oh, man.
System of a Down is good, too. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Like, the amount... The small amount of albums that they did, even those still hold up so good. Because it's just... It can be applied to any situation.
Yeah, like I told you, I can still sit and listen to Hypnotize and Mesmerize, like, start to finish.
Yeah. They're not that long, either. They're the appropriate length of what those albums should be.
Tool 10,000 Days is another one like that for me.
I couldn't get
Tool's making a new album.
I couldn't get into Tool.
You don't like Tool?
Not really.
Why?
You're a fucking tool. That's what it is. Didn't see that one coming.
Your face is a ratchet.
Shut up, you hammer.
You like Primus?
No.
What?
I really like
you like stuff like Frank Zappa, but you don't like Primus or Tool?
No, dude.
That surprises me.
I'm very weird, dude. I have a fucked up sense of... I have a
what about A Perfect
taste.
Circle?
No.
Wow.
No, but I like Iron Maiden.
You like Pantera?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Do you like Pearl Jam?
Fuck, who doesn't like Pearl Jam?
I know.
If you don't like Pearl Jam, fuck you. No, but hey, I have the most unpopular opinion, though, because everybody's like, oh yeah, AC/DC, and I'm like, I can't fucking stand that band.
You fucking hate AC/DC.
I don't like fucking too much of Guns N' Roses either, to be real with
you hate AC/DC, but I like fucking Nickelback. You know how much
I like Nickelback too.
You know how much shit I get for that?
I like Nickelback. I went and saw them live,
I
actually.
was standing in lines of clubs I never get in. At the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah.
That's some real...
They were awesome live, man.
That's some real shit.
A lot of pyro. Shit got hot, though.
You know, it's weird, because some bands you'll really like their studio shit, but then, like, live, they're just shit.
Rob Zombie for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude.
I went to it was a 2-day festival, and what was really cool was, you know how you said you went to Full Sail?
Mm-hmm.
Well, NXT, like I said, I'm a big wrestling fan, they came there for that festival, and we're doing live shows every day for the 2 days. So, like, we went there, and we had been walking all day long for 2 days, and Rob Zombie was, like, the last fucking act. And I was like, oh yeah, Rob Zombie. I had already seen Godsmack and was fired up, man.
You were on that
Yeah.
fucking El Super Beasto high.
Oh yeah, I was like, I was fired up because I had already seen Godsmack and they did the drum battle live, and I marked out. And then Rob Zombie gets on the stage and he starts singing, and I'm just like, what? No, like no, dude. He was terrible. I don't know if he was just having an off night or what.
Well,
but
he does fucking crack.
a lot of people were like, "Oh, Rob Zombie's great," and I heard him live. Like I have a friend on Facebook who consistently goes to see Rob Zombie live.
Dude, Rob Zombie and fucking Marilyn Manson beat the shit out of each other on stage. They were touring together, and apparently they just could not fucking see eye to eye. They just beat the shit out of each other.
One of my favorite bands is Lamb of God. And their lead singer got into a fight with another one of the band members on film. Like, I could show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, dude, their lead singer, Randy Bly, got the shit beat out of him. It was Will Adler, their guitarist. But they were fighting, and he was drunk and belligerent and picked a fight with his own bandmate and got his ass whooped. I was like, how do you come back from that? How can you go out on the same stage tomorrow and sing, and this dude's beside you like, I whooped your ass, diddly, diddly, diddly.
Millions of dollars, that's the answer,
Yeah.
you fuck.
Yeah.
Bitch, you want to get paid? Get on that stage, you bitch.
Yeah. And that's the record labels. They own your fucking soul.
Yeah. Yeah, you want a shot of this?
Sure.
Yeah. Gonna get some Black Label in there. 12 years, crispy.
Crisper.
Man. You think the people who make whiskey are just fucked up all the time?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
At least the Scottish and the Irish.
Jameson's fucking good.
I know people in Kentucky are fucked up all the time on everything. They got a big ass heroin epidemic right now going on there.
Yeah.
As with the rest of the nation, but
Dude. So I draw pictures online, and one of the guys that I'm in like an art circle with was like he's a firefighter now, but he was a sheriff for a while, and he was in a fucking heroin-stricken town, and he's like, yeah, man, so I gotta go after we talk on Skype. I gotta go bust in a house, and I gotta raid him.
you just gonna tell people that?
Yeah.
You're not a very good crook.
No, he's the man, dude. He was the man. Like, he's like, yeah, man, so what we're going to do is they're stuck up in this trailer, and if they don't come out, because we know they have guns, because we've been checking them out for a while. Yeah, we're just going to put a harpoon hook on the side of their trailer and tie that to the F-150 that we have, and we're just going to ram that. We're going to run it fucking in reverse and rip the whole wall off.
Well, fuck.
Next day I look it up. The shit goes down. Next day they have a fucking headline.
Did he get caught?
In his area. No, he's a fucking sheriff.
Oh.
He's a fucking sheriff, dude.
Oh.
He's the sheriff, and he's telling me about fucking police raids that he's about to do.
Damn.
Yeah, man. It's nuts, man.
Dude.
He's talking about, like, how when he was a Marine, he's, like, shooting people with shotguns and shit. And I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Holy shit.
Meanwhile, we're drawing stupid shit.
Huh.
Laughing our asses off. He's one of the lead gun... He's, like, one of... It's weird, too, because he's also one of the lead, gun programmers for fucking Arma.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Some goofy shit. He modded more guns in Arma than anyone else. It's crazy.
Huh. Arma's fun.
Some
I like that game.
Yeah. You like Daisy?
Hell yeah, I do.
Yeah, I can't get that to run. That'll turn my computer into slag, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've played Arma, but I haven't got to see Daisy. I haven't got to play Daisy. I just watched it a bunch.
Dude, we killed that fucking Seagrams, man. It's gone.
That's you.
That's mine?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, cheers.
Yeah, they're like fucking 3.2% alcohol though, so
Yeah.
they're just drinking them like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, they are Kool-Aid. They're Kool-Aid they're the most deadliest drink I've had. They're delicious though.
I love them. Like all of
know.
them were really good.
And it's your first day drinking them?
Yeah, I've never had those before.
Yeah. Which one's your favorite?
The antifreeze.
Oh, you mean the one with the
the
pineapples
blue
and
one.
shit?
Yeah,
the
it's
blue
like
one?
a colada. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
colada.
The strawberry daiquiri is probably second.
Daiquiri!
Well, I don't know. I think this is probably my second one to be real.
The fuzzy navel.
peach fuzzy navel. Yeah.
This episode.
I like a little fuzz on my navel.
This episode brought to you by Thigrams.
Thegrams.
Spinal.
What are you gonna drink, Mike? Thegrams.
It's spinal. Put his stupid face on the side of it.
Oh my god.
The gap in his teeth, smiling.
That's hell. Yo.
Dude, put a straw through the gap of his teeth. Dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit.
A month from now, that's gonna be a
That's
fucking
marketing
thing.
genius. I'm gonna get Pabst Blue Ribbon now.
Some Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, we probably should have put them in the fridge.
Ah, fuck it. It's water. So he's gonna go get himself a drink. So I'm just gonna be talking to myself right now.
You know what we need to do?
People online are faggots. Am I allowed to say that? Ooh, am I offending somebody with that word?
Snowflake alert.
Did
Hashtag snowflake alert.
I get your camo tutu in a bunch?
Oh, here's the thing. We should eventually set this up to where people could call in and ask us questions.
Well, if I do, we couldn't do it live. No one will be watching.
Huh?
No one will be watching.
They
but
might.
Yeah. The thing is with the YouTube thing, you have to give it you have to give it a good 10 to 15 seconds to start up. Otherwise, you'll be talking to no one. But it'll record that time, so you'll just be standing there like an idiot. There's a lot of people
Or you just run like music or something.
Yeah, but that's so stupid. When you look back on it, there'll be like this 10-minute thing of just music. It'll just be this 10-minute thing of just like
Of horrible music too. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna make it easy for them.
it'll be some stock fucking music that we got for free. That we're
Elevator
allowed to play.
music, motherfucker.
No, it'll be like some fucking Scott McCloud shit where it's like.
I'll just play piano the whole time. You can play your guitar and we'll just we'll play I ran so far away.
I have a fucked up version of that because families are in the military forever, Middle East and shit.
Yeah.
And I ran Iraq and Kuwait. We bombed them until there's no. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Oh man.
Fucking helicopters, man. They changed war.
Yeah.
Not even like causing damage. Like the idea that you can just medevac people out.
Yeah. They had our fucking bring in troop carriers and the motherfuckers are jumping out and rappelling like.
Either rappelling or, dude, I've seen like military stuff where like people just fucking parachute out of fucking the Chinooks.
Yeah.
Chinooks are badass.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
They
just open up the fucking back and.
I've been in one though. They are thin as fuck. There's like nothing
Really?
in that thing, dude. If you had,
Well, yeah, because they have to carry so much.
yeah, but if you had like an assault rifle, you could take out a Chinook. The thing is they deploy Chinooks like a mile out of town, so they don't put them in hot zones.
Right. That would make sense if they're that thin.
Yeah, that's why they train people to rough march with fucking 100 pounds of gear, because they drop them in a mile away or 10 miles away, and then they hike it all the way to the battle.
Huh.
They don't drop them in where the bad guys are, because you could blow on a Chinook and it'll fall over.
It's funny because they go through the air.
Mm-hmm. The first Chinooks during the Korean War were fucking gunships, though. That was the original idea of them.
So they weren't personnel carriers. They were just.
No, they were just they were covered
armor
in
carriers.
Yeah, they were covered in. No, they like one of them. I forgot the name of it. It has a really stupid name, but it had like 4 Medusas on it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, 4 fucking 50 cals, 4 50 cals, evenly distributed, and then it would like deploy a jeep out of the back.
You know what's some badass fucking weaponry?
What?
The AC-130.
Oh, you mean the artillery from the sky?
Yeah.
Have you seen the footage of them seeing a guy fucking a goat?
What?
Okay, so there's footage of them. They're looking, they're scouting, and they're like, yeah, nothing's in this sector. And then it's like, what the fuck? And he's like,
Oh my god.
what do you mean, what the fuck, Private? And he's like, Major, look on camera 4. And then just see this guy fucking a goat in the middle of nowhere. This guy's just fucking a goat. And they're just like laughing their asses off at this fucking...
I would be too.
Dude, they're just like, wow, really? Really now?
What?
Fuck it, you're lonely, you're out there, it's Afghanistan.
No.
There's no puss.
No.
There's no puss.
Jerk off like a regular guy.
There's no puss. You gotta have that stank dick.
No.
No, thank you, please. We will not have this. We will not have this.
I have developed brain.
I have developed brain. We will not have this sickness in Uganda.
No. That's terrible.
Dude, that's fucking horrible. Although, I will say, that fucking rocket shit is horrible, dude.
What rocket shit?
When they fucking kill people with rockets and stuff, dude.
Why is it horrible?
Have you seen the footage of that? Well,
I
they'll just
have
be like,
seen footage of...
there's just a guy with a machine gun, just one guy, and they're like locking in, and then just like they hit him with a fucking they hit him with a smart
They hit him
bomb.
with the Vulcans usually. Don't
No, they hit him with like a smart bomb, and he explodes in like 50 different directions, dude.
Yikes!
They're spending a rocket that costs the same price as my car on the fucking one guy.
Yeah,
On one guy.
That's outrageous.
And then they're like, oh fuck, he's not dead. And then they hit him with the Vulcan cannon. And you're just like, dude, this is some fuck shit.
Yo. That's fucking overkill to the max.
And then when people and then
Oh, that piece is still moving.
and then they get pissed off when they're like, North Korea used an AA gun on a person. I'm like, bitch, we use fucking smart bombs we use Tomahawk missiles. What are you talking about? They executed somebody with an AA gun, and they are a horrible dictatorship. Meanwhile, we're blowing up fucking hospitals with drones. There's some guy on an
there's bad fuckers in there.
There's some guy with a fucking Xbox controller blowing shit up, dude.
Well,
drones are fucking huge. You would think they'd
Yeah,
be tiny,
no,
but
they're big.
no. If
They're
I
fucking
stood
huge.
next to one, you could actually you could ride one like a dragon. They're big, dude.
Somebody should Photoshop Abraham Lincoln or George Washington riding a drone. Like Abraham Lincoln with his hat up. Like,
No. Even better, the drone is launching fucking top hats out
Oh, God.
as he's riding it.
Oh, my God.
And
That should be the symbol for America.
and the drone has Trump's toupee on it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You lost me then. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. It's orange. We can have our first woman president, or our first orange one.
Yeah. Cheeto dust. Looks like he rolled in it like a chinchilla.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I can't believe that the guy from The fucking Apprentice is the president of the
I can't
United
believe
States.
that the United States has turned into one big reality show.
It's always been, though. Always. Always, dude. It's
Yeah.
always been a reality show. Come on.
Real world, America.
Back in the 60s, they were like, oh, fuck. We gotta have peace. We gotta have racial relations and stuff like that. Like, the rest of the world's like, yeah, duh. And then they're like, dude.
I don't know. Back then, they were like segregating people and shit when that was the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, but the rest of the world is like calm and shit, kind of. You know what's weird? Okay, so you watch. We've talked about James Bond earlier. Mm-hmm. So remember from Russia with Love?
Mm-hmm.
They're in Turkey, right?
Yeah.
And there's like trains and shit, and everything looks like kind of like Europe. They have European clothing, and everything's all modern and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That whole like the whole wearing robes shit, that actually happened recently. That only happened like fucking 60. That only happened basically around the time that movie came out.
Huh.
Right after that, that's when like governments shifted, shit changed. There were coups, and after that, when the Soviet Union died. That's when that shit hit the fan, man.
Huh.
So you would think that it'd be like, oh, it's a tradition that they had for a long time. No, they were fucking wearing like pinstripe suits not too long ago.
Huh.
Back when they called it Constantinople and not fucking Istanbul. Istanbul shit. That's nuts. They have iPhones, but they'll still stone women.
That's a little fucked up.
You think?
That reminds me of the shit Joe Rogan said about how to solve the problem.
Oh,
in the Middle East,
you're bringing Joe Rogan into this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get 2 more views now. Ooh.
No, I like Joe Rogan, though.
Yeah, he's good.
But, no, he was like, the solution to the Middle East was bomb them all with chronic smoke. And then you come back later, and they're like,
dude, what are we fighting for, man?
Yeah, it's 2018. I'm just like a genie, but I have a cell phone.
What the fuck is up with that, man?
Yeah, no, dude.
And then all the suicide bombers will be like, I don't want to blow myself up. That's gonna fucking hurt.
He was like, nobody high is blowing themselves up. They're like, no, dude.
It's gonna fucking hurt.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, Joe Rogan's the man, though.
So, everybody's playing fucking video games now.
Everybody's playing fucking Fortnite.
No,
what the fuck is up?
No, what I'm saying is, everybody has a fucking video game channel now. Everyone's jacking off the video games.
Right.
But
I don't jack
when you started playing video games, what was it? What were games back then to you? Like, what was the game that you started with, to begin with?
I had a regular, like, old school Nintendo to start. And that was when I was really young and didn't really fucking know games whatsoever. And then I got a Sega, and that's pretty much when it was on. Like, Mortal Kombat. I love that game. It was Mario and Mortal Kombat and shit like that.
Would it shock you to know that I actually started off on the PC?
Really?
Yeah. I was at a friend's
Oregon
house.
Trail and shit?
No. No, fuck that. That's
Oregon
fucking...
Trail's awesome, thank you.
That's some 80s shit, dude. No, we had fucking... so I went to my friend's house. This was, like, 2000.
What?
This was 2000. And I went over to my friend, like, 1999,
By then I was
2000.
playing N64 and fucking killing people in James Bond GoldenEye.
Yeah? No, we were doing that. But then I was doing that at his house, but... I also saw that his fucking brother was playing this shit called Command and Conquer on his fucking...
I want to play that.
I was like...
I've yet to ever play that game.
This fucking live action video, and then you go and you fucking send your spies out and your tanks and shit. And I was like, fuck, dude, that's awesome. So when we actually got a computer at our house, because, transitioning from the 80s to the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
My
you
parents
didn't have a computer in the house.
Nobody had a fucking computer at the house, and now it was readily available.
Yeah.
So they got a computer. It was that fucking piece of shit with the cow pattern on it. I forgot what it's called. You know the one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
But we got that, and my parents were like, here's a video game for you, man. We heard that the neighbor had this, and you liked it so much. It was Red Alert 2, which is fucking great.
Hell yeah.
That game is the shit. And we played... I played the fuck out of that. It's probably the reason why I have glasses, because we had...
Yeah, I'd say video games are probably the reason I have glasses, too.
Yeah, but no, because those were the CRT monitors, and you got the fucking light shining in your eyes like crazy, and it's only like 1 foot away from your face.
Uh-huh.
So that probably ruined my eyesight, but, That was the shit, man. Just the ability to send Russian troops to blow up shit. Did you know in that game you could blow up the World Trade Center?
What?
Because it's 1999, 2000. The World Trade Center didn't even happen yet.
Right.
Before that even happened, my dad and I flew over it to go to Canada. And he said to me, one of these days, I'm going to take you up there and we'll check it out. 4 weeks later.
Oh, fuck.
4 weeks later, those buildings were gone.
Good thing y'all didn't make a pit stop to check it out.
Nope. Nope.
Yo.
No, we were in fucking...
I don't know. I'm still not convinced it's not an inside job.
We were in fucking Toronto. We were looking down from the fucking Space Needle, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
That thing is fucking crazy.
I probably wouldn't want to go up there. I'm scared of heights.
Dude, they have a little section where like the floor is glass. It's like 8.
No, you
it's
got
like,
me fucked up.
It's like 4 feet thick, but you can just stand on it and look straight down at the stadium. And there was a game going on. They were ants, man. They were smaller than ants.
Fuck that.
I was like, well, that's interesting. I'm probably gonna go shit my pants now.
Yeah, imagine if you fell from that high.
You have a lot of time to think about...
You're probably going to fucking have a heart attack before you hit the ground.
You have a lot of time to think about what you did wrong.
Step 1, don't get on the fucking glass floor, because... Yo.
They had one of those in China, and it actually did break through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I do not get on those things.
You'll stand next to it and look down. You won't stand on it, though.
I don't even know about looking down. I just don't like heights, man.
When they had the Empire State Building, they had people fucking looking down.
When they had the Empire State... What, did it vanish?
No, back when they fucking... back when they first made it, it was a big construction project, because they fucking managed to build that fucker in like a year.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I know. It puts our shit to shame.
Absolutely.
It takes like 6 years to make a bridge now. Takes 6 years to make a bridge. Takes 1 fucking year to make a skyscraper. Hold on, what?
Yeah, that don't make any sense.
It's because they had moxie. They had cigarettes, liquor, smacking women, and racism. For some reason, that made them fucking ingenuity motherfuckers back then, dude.
Oh my god. So racism and smacking women and liquor is what makes...
They had children in factories back then, goddammit.
That's what built the Empire State Building.
Mm-hmm. No, that was way after.
Children in sweatshops.
No, they actually
They
passed.
broke their little backs building that building for you guys, so you better fucking appreciate
No,
it.
there's that famous picture of them on a fucking steel girder, like 1,000,000 miles high, eating sandwiches and shit. I would be pissing myself, dude. But they're just like eating it. They're just like, yep, this is normal.
Yeah, until you're like 30 floors up and you hear, "Eee! What was that? Oh, that was just George. Little Georgie? Yeah, he thought he could fly today.
It's fucking flat Georgie now.
Pancake Georgie.
Oh fuck.
That's crazy.
What's the gross? You've seen gore videos online, right? What's the grossest thing you've
The
ever
BME
seen?
fucking Pain Olympics.
The what?
Oh my god. If you have to say that, then you should Google it, because the BME Pain Olympics, it's not good. It's bad. It's pure fucking evil. Oh, I also saw a video of fucking the Mexican cartel cutting some dude's head off with a chainsaw once.
No.
I had nightmares for like fucking weeks.
The craziest thing that I still think to this day is crazy is the fucking the fucking public suicide of Bud Dwyer.
Who the fuck is Bud Dwyer?
He was one of the only 2 or 3 people to die on like national television.
Huh.
Yeah, he's like he was a guy who was outed for political corruption, and on his speech, on his resignation
Is
speech.
that the dude that just stood up and shot himself?
Yeah, he just pulls out a fucking python. He pulls out
wow, he went big.
Yeah, he pulls out this giant fucking magnum, dude. He pulls it out of this little brown paper bag. And then he's like, no, you stand back. Somebody might get hurt. And then he just like, fuck it. And he pulls it in his mouth. Boom! Like, the top of his head just cracks open. like the shot sounds really quiet because his head absorbed all of it.
Oh,
The top of his
Lord.
head just cracks open, and then this fountain of blood just comes out of his fucking nose and mouth. And it's like bright red.
Oh.
You know, like you would think that like when you watch an action movie and somebody bleeds
Yeah, it's like
crazy.
dark red fucking...
No. When you see somebody bleed in an action movie, you're like, oh, that's too ridiculous. But no, when you get fucking shot like that, you bleed like a motherfucker, dude. Dude, he was...
No, see,
was
that's
like
the thing.
he was like
The
a
only thing
faucet.
I've never believed about the movies is when, like, an arm gets severed off and it's like... sprays fucking blood. Like, I don't
Well, that
believe
came from a Japanese movie, but you would bleed a lot because you yourself are like a contained, pressurized thing,
Right.
Right, and the moment you break that line of pressure, it's just gonna fucking flood out.
Well, flood out, not like
Yeah, no,
fireman's hose fucking...
but it would be like Niagara Falls, dude. Okay, it wouldn't be shooting out like a fucking geyser, but it would be leaking out of you like fucking crazy, dude.
Well, yeah.
That's why when I saw that shit in fucking Resident Evil, the new one, what is it, Resident Evil 7?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, when he gets his fucking hand cut off and he's just like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah. No.
I'd be like, no.
No. No.
I think the Japanese, the other Japanese guys where the fountain comes out are just a little bit closer to the realism than you.
Yeah. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine having an arm severed off and just being like,
Oh, fuck. Because first there's the realization that it's gone.
yeah.
And
Do
then,
you feel it?
well, yeah, because the phantom pain, you know, that's if you survive it, and you feel pain in the limb that is no longer there. So, like, you'll have your stump, right? And a few inches from your stump, you'll still think that your fingers are there. Because
What?
it's like right after it happened, and your brain is where all of those connectors are.
Right.
And it believes that your fingers are still there, so it's still trying to send pulses to your fingers in order for them to move.
Oh, fuck.
So you'll have this phantom pain thinking that the rest of your arm is still there.
That's crazy.
That's why when they're like, when you get your head cut off, you can actually still see and hear shit right after you get your head cut off. And like it'll take like 12 seconds for your brain to actually shut down. So your head gets cut off, and then you can actually see your body and register that your body is no longer attached to your head.
Oh, fuck.
That'd be some shit, right?
It'd be something. What the fuck?
Once again, got a lot of time to think about what you did wrong.
Holy shit. So you can see like your head rolling off and fucking
Dude,
kaput.
I had a fucking sleep paralysis dream about that where I get fucking decapitated and there's like that red heat when you get cut. And I'm just seeing red as my fucking body falls over and I'm just watching it. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And then I wake up because I'm like, whoa, shit. Don't Freddy Krueger me.
Well, it's more of Jason.
No, I mean just like dying in my sleep
Oh,
because
yeah.
some crazy shit's going on in my dreams.
That'll be horrible. I hate the fucking falling dreams too. Because you always like jolt awake.
Dude, you know what the worst ones are? When you're walking down a hallway and then you fall backwards through the floor and then you just lift up when you wake up.
Yep.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
You know what it actually is? It's your muscles tensing up. And as you're dreaming, you're actually lifting your arms and legs. And the moment that you're falling through, that's when your arms and legs give out and you drop your legs and arms. So when you're falling in your dream, your limbs are actually falling in real life. So that's what that fucking feeling is.
Oh, wow, dude.
Yeah.
I must fucking fall in my sleep a lot then.
Yeah. It's just your muscles tense up and then they just drop. And you just fucking flip out from that shit.
Don't drop the wooden things.
What are you looking at?
This, I guess that's a DM show.
Oh, the Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
I could probably run a game with this shit.
Yeah. So in Dungeons and Dragons, that's a role-playing game, and the person who runs the game is called the Game Master, or the Dungeon Master, and they get a little shield in order to cover up all their shit. Otherwise, the players know what the fuck's going on. But behind the little shield, which is normally like a folder, but this one's actually like a legit shield. It's like a cardboard thing that folds out. It has all of these stats and all of these different roles on the back of it. It's actually really neat. And it has, cool. yeah, it has like random engagements, random amounts of cash that you could get, like random events that could happen, and it's all based off the roll of a die. Yeah, it's actually pretty neat.
Huh.
Yep.
Well, it's got the conditions and all that.
You didn't know that? You didn't know they had that shit on the back of it?
No, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. Fucking marveling.
It's got
that shit.
DCs for stuff.
You need to tell them what DC is, my friend. Some people are not too aware.
I'm not either right now. I've been drinking too much.
Yeah, I know. It's about that time, right?
Yeah. Difficulty class.
Yeah. Lordy Lou.
Lordy Lou. What the floop?
Okay, we need to explain that. So, fucking Spy Kids is a movie.
I'm sure you're aware.
Spy Kids, there's fucking like 4 of them. There's 3 of them? 4 of them? 3? Yeah, there's 4 of them.
They're stupid.
So, once upon a time, there was this guy called Robert Rodriguez, and he made some really cool rated R movies where people die a lot and really hard. And he was like, oh man, you know what? I have kids, and my kids want to see some of the movies that I have, but they're all rated R fucking gore movies, like Dusk Before Dawn, or the Mariachi.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to make a movie for my kids. And little did he know he would spark the autism that would light the flame.
Spark the autism.
It was the ship that lost 1,000 autistics. Fucking Spy Kids, dude. It's like Kids Next Door, but it sucks.
Kids Next Door. Oh, that cartoon.
Yeah.
I liked fucking Recess. Did you ever watch that?
Don't fucking... Yes, I watched Recess. It was good, but... Floop is a madman. Help us, save us.
Yeah,
is a line.
Hitler's a madman. Help us, save. No.
There's a guy who has a show for children in the movie called Floop.
Floop.
And he has these thumb men who are made of thumbs. Thumbs.
Don't floop with me, buddy.
Yeah, he has thumbs. And thumbs are human beings that... who's the guy who played Monk? Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah.
Tony Shalhoub captured them and then turned them into thumb people. And then he turns into a hand guy at the end of the... This is a weird movie to try to explain.
Yeah.
Dude, it's almost as bad as Rockadoodle.
The fuck is a Rockadoodle?
We'll explain that on the next one.
Oh, God.
We do not have enough time to talk about fucking Rockadoodle, dude.
Fucking Rockadoodle.
So, Spy Kids is this weird movie where there's like, they create a secret organization for kids that become spies. And these spy kids go out and try to save their parents who are also spies. And Danny Trejo's in the movie like, what am I doing?
That's the best part of the movie.
Yeah, he's like, motherfucker, it's a watch.
I don't give a fuck. Any movie I see him in, I'm like, hey, Machete.
His name is Machete in the movie.
Really?
Yes, he is Machete in Spy Kids.
No.
I'm not fucking kidding. Look it up.
No.
I'm not fucking kidding. He is Machete in that movie. Like, look up IMDb,
I'm
Spy
looking
Kids.
it up right now.
Piece of shit. But while you're looking that up, I'm gonna keep explaining this fucking disaster of a film.
Yeah, explain away, because
they go on weird CGI adventures to get their parents back, and when all hope is lost, they use their gadgets to get through it. And I distinctly remember getting a fucking camera out of a fucking cereal box for
You got a
Spy
camera?
Kids. Yeah, I got a camera.
Damn.
A Spy Kids camera that actually used real film for Spy Kids.
You got cool shit out the cereal box. I ain't never get shit.
Dude, that was the shit. Like, the fucking late 90s, early 2000s is when they had awesome shit in the fucking... You looked it up, didn't you?
His name is Machete in the movie.
I told you! He is Machete in fucking Spy Kids, dude.
No fucking way,
Yes. Yes, first he killed the dude by fucking using his entrails as a rope, and then he had the Spy Kids.
bro. Why would you do that to Machete? That horrible piece of shit movie. Why would...
The sequel is a piece of art, dude. Spy Kids Part 2, where they go on the island with the monsters,
Yeah.
and fucking, oh god, what's his name? Who's the guy in all of the Roger Rodriguez, Robbie the Robot movies? Who's that guy?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Okay, he's in Reservoir Dogs. He's the white guy who's like, I'm Mr. Pink. Why the fuck do I have to be Mr. Pink?
Oh!
Yes.
Steve Buscemi?
Yes, Steve
Yeah.
Buscemi's the mad scientist in that movie. And you're like, how the fuck did he get Oh, yeah, right. He's fucking Rosie the Riveter. He's
Rosie the Riveter.
I'm drunk. Shut up.
Oh my god. Winona Ryder.
She's in fucking... she's in... what's that Netflix show? Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things. I like
Yeah.
that show.
She's-
That's pretty, I haven't seen season
She's,
2 yet.
she's still looking good.
I'm slacking. Yeah.
She's still looking good.
Oh yeah, she can get the pipe.
She's still looking good. Unlike a lot of people from that time period, dude.
Absolutely.
Well, Michelle Pfeiffer. Whew.
She used to be hot. I haven't
She's-
seen her lately.
She's kind of a crazy cat lady now.
Well, didn't she play Catwoman?
Oh, how apt. It all comes together full circle, dude. That's why whenever they're like, this hit that ice cold Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold. Yeah, about fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking
J-Lo's still hot.
Jurassic Park's 20 fucking years ago, dude.
Wow.
That Jurassic Park's 1993. I was born in 1993. I'm as old as Jurassic Park. Also, think of this. Doom came out December 10th, 1993. I was born on December 10th, 1993.
Huh.
I exited my mother's womb when Doom came out. I am the Doom child.
I am Doom Man.
Doom. Dun, 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 dun.
How long are we at right now? Oh,
I think it's about that time.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll save some more stories for next time, and thank
Yeah,
you.
you can tell them about the thing that happened at your job.
Oh boy. we'll call that next episode will be called Parting the Seas.
Oh God.
So tune
Help
in
you
next
all.
time and stick around.